Welcome back to Between the Lines. An estimated 1.5 million Americans now carry the AIDS virus. And one of the fastest growing populations affected by the deadly virus is heterosexual females. Consequently, pregnant mothers infected with AIDS are transmitting the disease to their unborn children. This week's TBS Super Citizen has compassion for these children and has become an advocate for their special needs. Don Harrison has his story.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
The AIDS epidemic affects everyone.
Some of you heard that I had tested positive for HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. That is indeed the case.
AIDS doesn't discriminate at all. Even unborn and young children are not immune. And that's why in 1988, Stephen Pararo stepped in to co-found Childkind. It's an organization to place AIDS-infected children who've been abandoned or who have lost their mothers to the deadly disease into loving homes.
These children were treated rather like lepers back in 1988. There was a lot of fear associated with just the fact that a person or a child was HIV positive at all, so there was not a whole lot of touching and cuddling and coddling of the children.
As president and co-founder of Childkind, Pararo wears many hats in the organization, but there's one aspect that allows him to use his God-given talents as an architect and interior designer to help these special little orphans.
We located an older house that needed restoring or needed work on it, and we fixed it up, and that became the first Childkind house.
Pararo not only helped to fix the house up, he purchased it. As the organization started receiving donations, Childkind was able to afford the mortgage and upkeep of the house. But Pararo is always welcome to come back and see the good his deeds have done.
Hi, how are you? Fine.
Yeah, good to see
Good to see you. How are you?
I think he's so full of love, and he has done this great thing of opening up the houses and giving the children a sense of security, which is so important to children growing up nowadays, and especially these children. They need that sense of security.
Across town, Pararo helped renovate another house used as a daycare center for HIV-positive children or for children whose mothers have AIDS. The daycare center was set up so that these mothers could have a safe place to leave their children and still work and contribute to the community.
The way to improve the health and improve the chances of all of these individuals is through encouraging them to stay involved in life.
As the face of AIDS changes, so must Childkind. They must be prepared for the grim days ahead.
Unfortunately, the future of the organization looks very good. That is unfortunate because it's having to respond to a situation that is tragic. AIDS has moved from primarily the homosexual community and broadened itself. As more women become HIV positive, we are attempting now to develop a program where we have a transitional housing.
And with the help of Waffle House, Childkind will soon open the doors to their first transitional house. It will be used for mothers with AIDS to place their children here for 3 to 4 months while they seek drug treatment.
Your turn? Okay, let's put you in the swing. Are you okay?
Ultimately, Pararo's hopes are to place every child in Atlanta with AIDS into individual foster care. But until he can reach that goal, Pararo's doing all he can to ensure that these special little children have the love and sense of place they deserve.
How is that?
Stephen wanted us to stress the important role volunteers play at Childkind and urges anyone in Atlanta who is interested in working with HIV-positive children or becoming foster parents to write to us here at Between the Lines for more information. Also, if you would like to nominate someone in our Atlanta community, write to us for a nomination form. Our address is 1 CNN Center, Atlanta, Georgia, 30348. Coming up next, Corey English meets an endangered Florida panther. Stay with us.